Konnichiwa, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to talk about referrals. Eigo desu. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. This is the 8th year of the Sales Japan Series podcast, broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku here in downtown Tokyo. It is chic central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata mo Presen no Tachijin. My other books include Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Tonin de Okane o Mori ni suru no wa yamemashou. And my just released new book is Japan Leadership Mastery, and all are available on Amazon. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive and even better, thrive in business. I want you to 1, sell more and do it more easily. 2, exceed your targets. In fact, let's blow up your targets. Number 3, make some serious money. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We're not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series. And every second Tuesday, the Business Tachijin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 416, and today we're talking about mastering referrals. How to ask without feeling pushy. I've been in sales since 1988, with a slow, then fast migration of skills. I started my own small one-man consultancy in 1988 in Brisbane to assist businesses wanting to create revenues with Japan. I moved into commercial real estate in 1989, then into market entry in 1992, retail banking in 2003, and then soft skills training in 2010. I began my personal study of sales around 1990. The company didn't provide any sales training, so I had to source it myself. I attended Tom Hopkins' 2-day sales seminar in Brisbane, and that considerably boosted my understanding. The organization I worked for in Japan brought in a sales trainer, and I worked with him as his assistant for delivering sales training throughout Northeast Asia. When I joined Dale Carnegie, I undertook the sales training they had, and that further refined my skills to the point where I was able to certify as a sales trainer. If there's one area I see as a weakness in myself, and for most people in sales, it is asking for referrals. Japan shouldn't make any difference when it comes to asking for referrals, so I don't think there is any market specificity preventing us from doing it. I had an uncomfortable experience when someone supplying me with personal services did a hard sell on me on referring him to other potential buyers. I had bought from him a few times, so there was a relationship there, but I always felt a bit wary about him. He's clearly focused on money, and fair enough, but I shouldn't be feeling that. So when he pushed me hard on getting new business for him, I didn't like it at all. It felt dirty and unnecessary. Why do I owe him anything and have to introduce my contacts to him to grow his business? What had he ever done for me to grow my business, a big fat zero. He presumed that because I was a client, he had the right to ask me for referrals. But I didn't feel he'd won that right at all. So where is the line where we can comfortably ask the buyer for introductions to other people to get new business? I think the personal relationship is important, but they don't have to be your bosom buddy in order to ask. Of course, if that is the case, then it is easier. Firstly, we have to build trust with the buyer by delivering value for them. I try to make the buyers my friends, but that doesn't happen in every case. The buyer becoming a friend shouldn't be part of the qualifying process to be able to ask for a referral. As long as we have delivered value, we have a starting point. The way of asking is critical. First, I refer to asking in an extremely aggressive way. And I didn't like that at all. One of my failings is if people become aggressive with me, I instantly respond in kind. As I get older, though, I'm getting better at dealing with this flaw. And when he was aggressive with me, I didn't say anything. So that is progress. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public courses, and we also have custom in-house programs as well as both in Japanese and English. We do classes in our super safe classroom and we do them live online. Now today's show is being brought to you by, on the 13th of February 2025, we'll be doing our 3-day Dale course. On the 14th of February, our Winning with Relationship Selling program. And on the 22nd and 23rd, we will be doing our High Impact Presentations course. Our website is www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. Email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 2,300 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, every Monday, Tokyo time. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Mastery Show, and on Saturdays, we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from SMEs right up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget to grab my business best-selling books on Japan on Amazon, Japan Sales Mastery, which is Saegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata mo Presen no Tachijin. My other books include Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muri ni suru wa yamemashou, and my just released new book is Japan Leadership Mastery, and all are available on Amazon. Welcome back. The takeaway for me was never to ask for a referral in an aggressive or too assertive fashion. Keep in mind, the buyer doesn't owe us anything. We need to remind them of the value we've provided. With this platform, we can ask for their help. We should never ask a very broad request such as, do you know anyone who'd benefit from our training? We've just opened the floodgates for them, and they have so many possibilities, they can't fix on any that are helpful. It's like those consumer experiments where counterintuitively they've found reducing the number of choices on the shelves helps to move more product. We need to zero in on some choices for them to make from a limited number of people. We can say, you've mentioned to me that you felt you received value from the training we provided. I wonder, amongst your circle of family, friends, colleagues, or business contacts, you can think of someone who would equally get value. We've reduced the entire universe of people down to 4 buckets. We want them to be able to see the faces in their mind's eye so that the process is controllable. If they are struggling, Then we zero in on one of the buckets to see if we can spark some recognition of who might benefit. If they have someone in mind, we have to make the follow-up super easy and a light touch for them. If we ask them to call that person for us, while we feel this is perfect, they will feel that is too much. After all, they don't work for us. However, if we say, would you mind if I mentioned that we did some training with you and you thought they might also benefit from the same training? That is a light touch and easy for them to agree to. We might also ask them for the contact details of the person they have in mind, and again, that is an easy ask. We can copy them in on the email if we send an email, and then that tells the person we are contacting that we have permission to make contact. If we do it by phone, then we need to drop the name of the person who gave us the referral to add trust to the basis of the call. My parents thought the flow of Philip Gregory's story was better than Gregory Philip's story, so they made that choice as my official name order and had always called me Greg. I'd had the experience of people calling me up saying, "Hey Phil, XYZ suggested I give you a call." I instantly know they are lying to me and cannot be trusted. Most people won't have that handy device available. So we have to assure the person that referred us did genuinely make that suggestion. In my case, I would say, Tony Smith was in my high-impact presentations class last Thursday and Friday, and he really made some great progress in just the 2 days of that program. It was clear to both Tony and me how much he gained from the training. I asked him if there are others he thought might equally get value from the course, and he gave me your name, hence the reason for my call. By being so specific, it is easier for the person I'm trying to sell to know this is genuine. If we deliver value for the buyer, then we should make that extra effort to see if there are others we can help who they know. Not everyone will want to do that. But even so, if we ask in a gentle way, we won't create doubt and destroy the relationship. The worst thing we can do is to continue not asking. There are simple ways to do this, and we should start doing them, including me. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, then please work on your karma and share this with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned, go out there and survive, use it, and make some serious money. Bucks, dough, moolah, coin, dosh, lolly, readies, smackers, earners, and bread and honey. Remember, I'm in your corner, your go-to guy for soft skills training in Tokyo, committed to your success here in Nippon.